Oh yeah, Alex, I'm finally gonna watch My Hero. Finally, your favorite.
No, yes, bro.
Oh.
It's fit. Okay, yo.
Oh
It's
yeah, it's done. Yeah, it's done.
It's done.
Yo,
It's done. So I can finally
Yo,
watch it now.
did you see the final cut they gave to Deku,
Yes.
man?
Bro, why?
I didn't look at anything. I didn't look at anything yet. I'm
Bro,
trying to...
they gave Deku the lesbian cut. I was like, hey man, this
Oh
guy's
no!
guys.
The mix between a lesbian cut and a fuckboy cut. I was like, bro.
I'm gonna have
How
to,
do you make him gayer than the fan base, man?
I'm gonna have to look. I'm gonna have to look at that.
You make him gayer than the entire fan base, man.
Oh, he
Bro,
better not
it was
look like
wild.
that. He
That
better
I
they
not
did
just-
it
look
dirty
like
in that
that.
last chapter. Even the chapter before, man, I was reading.
That makes me
And
cry.
fucking-
Whatever you guys are talking.
I was like, no, it's finally over. Eh? Okay, there we go. Boom.
He better
And then
not.
they did like an
Better not
after
look
chapter,
like
and I was
that.
like, why would you do this? You should have just left it at the last chapter.
I just go on Twitter and people are like, why do they always fuck up the MC's final cut, man? And I just see
Yeah.
image of Naruto and Ichigo.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's
It's
exactly.
so
That's
dirty.
literally exactly. That's the exact reference. That's the exact reference. I don't know why they always do that. Like, how you gonna dog these characters after all these years?
I know, right? The show's finally done. You're fucking up the characters, man.
Yo, if we're
They did
talking
that.
about shit, you guys into Sakamoto at all?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Sakamoto days?
John Wick the anime. John Wick the
Yeah,
anime.
basically.
John
Bro,
Wick.
this shit is nuts. I've been getting so deep into the
Oh,
manga.
it's so good. It's so Kagurabachi. That's another one you should take a look at. It's like yeah, it's like
send me these names, bro. Like, bro, 'cause I'll forget if you tell me them, but if you ever
oh
send me
yeah,
them,
I'll text them. I'll text them to you. Like there's
'cause I just finished 3 of my
Kaiju number
manga.
8, Windbreaker,
I'm on
the
Kaiju
Kaiju
8
number
and
8.
solo leveling. I'm reading those finally. But
solo leveling. Yeah, Kaiju number
Peop-
8 is basically it's like
I've been reading that one. Yeah, it's thick.
yeah, that one's good. And like the fact that they have a timer on Crunchyroll, that means they're pushing that anime. Like they really
I haven't
believe
watched
in
the
it.
anime, so like my big thing is I like to read the manga first, at least halfway.
It depends on the show. It depends on the show. Like for Jujutsu Kaisen, I was like, I'm not waiting. So then I just read.
No, JJK.
I have to really like the show to read the manga. That's just me personally. Like I have to really like the show to read it.
See, I read manga when I commute and shit, and take the train. So like, I always I'm a manga forward first. You know what I mean? Like I'll read manga.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Yeah, I have to really like it to like, or if it's like one of those things I come across early.
Dude, the manga is always so much better artistic. Well, actually,
100%.
That's not true.
100%.
That's not true. Chainsaw Man is so bad on the manga.
Chainsaw Man is just not what people thought it was going to be. That's just what it is.
No, the anime for Chainsaw Man is wild compared to the manga.
Because like the manga is all about that. Manga is just him. It's really just him, kind of just like
story.
He's talking about his life. Like he's talking about how he feels as a person, and then Chainsaw Man is kind of like his outlook on the world, basically. That's how he like makes the story. So it's like when you like the latest chapter was about the girl saying like I'm gonna cut your dick off. What does that have to do with anything? Like that's just like his outlook on the world and how he feels about blah 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 blah. So it's like, oh, this is not the show I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah,
but so
okay. See why I can't be invested too much.
See, I like how this chat started with it's gonna be about fighting movies, but then it's turned into the manga.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm taking it.
So
I'm waiting for us to finally.
I have a quick question for all you lads, because everyone has a disappointment in anime or manga, rather that be the story, the ending, just something you had more hype for that came out lackluster, or it could be something that got canceled or never got finished. What is your ultimate upset when it comes to anime or manga?
Oh, Promise Neverland.
Promise Neverland? Okay.
Promise Neverland is no, because it was a great manga, and then the anime was just trash. Like it was just trash. Like, you know, it'd be cool if we speed up everything in 2 seasons. Yeah. Okay, like
I know, right?
Okay,
I think for me, if I had to choose something,
there's nothing like worse than that.
I think Dragon Ball Super. I feel Dragon Ball Super.
But
I see
that's a hot take, but I stand behind that.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? Like really, when I was watching, and I'm like, what the fuck am I watching? Like I
No,
should be watching something
Shamar, can
good,
you
and what
see?
I'm watching is literally no stakes. Nobody's dying. There's no like. There's no. It doesn't feel like madness is happening
Yeah,
at
yeah,
all.
it's Dragon Ball Super. Dragon Ball Super, yeah, it's like equivalent to like what Marvel is right now, in my opinion. Like,
Yeah,
yeah, Ultra Instinct is cool and all, but
bro.
like
I'm
but
gonna be
at the end
fully
of the
honest.
day, it's like what happened in Dragon Ball Super that that's gonna sit in
I
my
watched
mind
2
forever?
episodes of
Nothing.
Super because Damon forced me to, and it came off so bad to me. I haven't watched an episode since. I didn't even watch the UI episode. I didn't
Oh
even
yeah,
finish it. I was like,
I like it. Like I like I'll take whatever Dragon Ball I can get, but
yeah,
at the same time, yeah, it was
dude,
just like
it was
what
ruining the
happened?
franchise for
What
me. Like,
happened? There
dude,
was like a
I didn't
giant
want to watch
tournament
it because of my just off those 2 episodes.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe because you'll get that feeling just like the feeling you get after having a nice workout or a nice sandwich, maybe a brownie.
So it's because I knew it was gonna change my opinion on Dragon Ball as a whole, and it's
No,
too
yeah.
sacred to me to allow
It
that.
didn't do that. It didn't do that to me. Like I didn't take it that
It did to me,
seriously.
and it's the same thing with Boruto, man. Like I couldn't get into Boruto because it was gross.
Boruto, don't even get me started. I tell Alex all the time. I fuck
Just
that
say that
show.
Don't
My
even get me
gosh.
started.
Oh yeah,
all
Shamar,
right,
look at the stream. Look at the stream. Look
F
what they
that
did
what's
to my boy.
F Boruto. I'm sorry. Like
yeah, that cut is
F more.
nasty.
So.
Yeah, Shamar, look at the stream. Look what they did to my
Oh,
boy.
you
I'm
gotta look at this.
sorry.
Look at his stream.
Oh, watch stream. Yeah.
I
Oh
get-
my god. Why? Oh yeah, that look. Like why, man?
That cut is
Why, man? It's like what they do with every black character. They got to give him that freaking side, that Killmonger look.
Yeah, like
bro.
why are you doing this, man?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know anything
Yeah, what the
anymore.
hell,
Yeah, you
man?
gotta give him that lesbian look. Hey, why is
Yeah,
Bakugo
why?
and kissing each other on the right?
Because it's
What
fun.
about you, Alex? What's your biggest disappointment in anime or manga?
Biggest disappointment?
Yeah, or like a show that
Uh,
got canceled or
Like you
anything.
thought it was gonna be a big thing, and then it ended up not being as big as
Yeah,
you were hoping it.
honestly,
I'll
same
give
as
you
Shamar. Promise
give you
Neverland
some more.
season 2.
Yeah, okay. I was gonna say season 2, yeah, because season 1 wasn't that bad, but season 2 was just
Season one was perfect. It was perfect. I'm
yeah,
like, okay,
Yeah,
okay, we're in for
yeah,
a ride. We're in for a
yeah.
ride. And then season two came out, and then apparently the
They
studio just
decided to
didn't
be
get.
asked.
It's just the studio didn't get the support that it was supposed to get for it, and then they just like, okay, we're gonna rush the whole story at the end. I'm like, you
Yeah.
might as well have not even made season two. Then you might as well just said it was canceled and done.
I
Because there was
agree.
no,
No,
it was
You
done
see,
because it was
you,
like,
I
you,
agree.
you
My
die,
big
you
stuff
die
was
a
the reason why
hero,
I
as
didn't
they
finish
said,
it
right?
was
Die a hero.
no,
I
but
couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I was
my biggest
floored.
my big upset definitely Vagabond. It's
Vagabond, yeah. Oh
yeah,
yeah, really
even it was my
interesting.
it's my favorite. It's my favorite manga I've ever read that's had the most impact on me is for just for art.
Everything that guy makes is good. Like
Yeah, Inu is
everything.
amazing. But the fact that it was never finished and the fact that it will never be finished 23 years later will always
Oh
stick with
yeah,
me.
yeah.
Because I've never been so connected.
Yeah, that's nothing beats the 80s, 90s, early 2000
Yeah, it was fucked. Inu has always been a
manga.
crazy artist, of course. But like I just mean like that's my biggest upset just because that story never got finished. And there was points in the story where they could have finished it, but they continued it and it just ended at the worst time.
Yeah. No, I imagine there was probably just things happen like behind the scenes that caused that to
Yeah.
happen.
Well, no, it was the popularity of Slam Dunk took off more, and
Yeah.
it focused all his.
Yeah, of course he was forced. He's probably forced to it. He probably didn't even want
I
to.
think it was I think it was partial forcing, but also like even himself, he said he lost his passion for the project.
Yeah,
I was like,
sometimes you write yourself into a corner and you're like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this anymore. Like you don't know where to go from there,
yeah,
kind of thing. I find myself in that situation a lot where I'm just like, I don't even know where to take these characters. Like, what am I actually saying with this story? So,
yeah,
but I was thinking about an idea yesterday,
hmm
and it was like, it's about these two friends or like a group of friends, whatever, that are like, they're so invested in the nerd life
Whoa,
that they
wait a
will.
minute. Watch out. I'm recording, so I might have to steal the idea.
Yeah. It's like
That's
it's okay, it's
true.
fine. Yeah, it's these
Is
two
it-
friends. It's these two friends. I mean, if you record it, that means if anybody steals it, then I have rights because I verbally said it myself.
Yeah.
Take it to court. But yeah, it's like
Take it.
these two friends that they're so invested in cosplaying, they're so invested in just like that nerd life that they're like, wouldn't it be funny? Would it be crazy if we pretended to do all this stuff for real? So think like Kick-Ass, but instead of Kick-Ass wanting to be a hero just because, oh, I want to be a real life hero because, there's crimes out there that are happening and I want to actually like be a real hero. No, in this case, these guys are just doing it for fun. Like they're just doing it like they're literally staging shit for fun. So they're
Mm.
staging a bank robbery, staging a whatever, like blowing up a bridge, whatever. Like they're doing this stuff just because they think it would be cool, it'd be fun, it would be funny. So it starts off with like petty crimes where the friend pretends to be the hero. He loves villains, so he wants to be a villain. So he pretends to like, oh, I'm gonna pretend to rob somebody, or I'm gonna pretend to like hold up a bank. I'm gonna pretend to blow a bridge up or whatever, just so his
Yeah.
friend could pretend to be the hero to stop him from doing that. So it starts off very small stuff, and it becomes like, oh, how do we up the stakes? How do we up the ante? How do we make things a lot bigger than what we did the last time? Like they're so invested in like
Dude,
cosplaying, basically,
I
cosplaying,
dig.
basically. And it gets to the point where it's like his friend, who's the villain, is like he's so like he's so like invested in being the villain now that he's becomes a real villain for real.
He's like
Like
his
it's like
obsession has
it's like,
become
man, this is not
reality.
this is not a joke anymore. Like now you're like people are getting hurt. Like things are actually happening that shouldn't be happening. Why are we doing this? And it's like, nah, man, I'm too. And it just makes sense to him. It's just like, no, man, like life is boring. Blah 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 blah. No consequences. Yada yada yada. And it's just like, oh, now I have to be a hero for real. I have to stop my friend from being a villain because he's
I don't
being a
know.
villain, kind of thing. That's a story idea I had anyway, where it's just like I have to
No, I
stop my
like that.
friend.
Hey,
I have to
have you
stop
ever
my
heard of
friend from being a hero, being a
have you ever
villain.
heard of
Because
20th Century Boys?
no, I haven't heard of that.
Okay, it's another manga. I'm not sure if it ever got adapted to an anime. I've never looked into it, but it's
No,
a
I don't
crazy good
think so.
story.
Probably
Another
not.
good,
20th Century
really good
Boys.
art. But it has a very not very similar, but a kind of similar premise, but reversed. But
Yeah,
like it's all about this childhood session growing up. Anyways. I'm not gonna. It's that's cool, man. I like that idea. It's
yeah.
unique,
So
but it's
that's
about.
something I want to work on. Where it's just like these two friends.
Are you
Obviously, they start off as friends,
trying to do that
and then
into like a
it just
story, a movie,
yeah. It
mangaka?
starts off as it's just cosplaying. Like obviously, they're just pretending to do like none of
But
the
what I
stuff
mean,
they
like,
do has any
are you trying to write it into
consequences.
a book or like a movie or like a manga? Or
Oh yeah, definitely try and make it into a manga where it's
oh,
like
that'd be
What
sick as
the
shit.
fuck?
Like a yeah, I like that story for a manga.
where
Okay,
it's like two friends that it just starts off
Uh,
with cosplaying,
yeah,
and
yeah.
then obviously it becomes more than cosplaying. It becomes so real to the point where it's like,
So
all
you're
right,
you're trying to make it more like a seinen, so it's more like a darker story, not less
yeah,
shonen.
like a dark story. Yeah, think Chronicle. Think
Mm,
Chronicle.
So like
See that
dark
movie?
fantasy.
Think Chronicle. See that
dark
movie
fantasy,
Chronicle?
play more, that kind of shit.
Yeah. Think Chronicle, like Chronicle where it's like the friends obviously they get their powers
Yeah,
and like let's dick around and figure out like what our capabilities are. Until the
yeah.
one guy is like obviously the one guy lives in a very like broken life. So then he
Yeah.
goes to the path of the villain because like obviously he lives a life that's shaped the way he sees the world. And that's
Mhm.
basically how I'm going about my story. It's just like obviously you got the one guy, he idolizes heroes. Like he doesn't like villain characters at all. He loves heroes. He loves characters like Naruto. He loves characters like Ichigo. He loves characters like Superman. He idolizes those characters. Whereas his friend, he likes characters like Vegeta. He likes characters like Sasuke. He likes characters like Sephiroth and stuff where he idolizes those characters. So it makes all the sense in the world for him for those two to like kind of play both roles. But the one friend that wants to be the villain, he like very invests himself to the point where he's just, oh, you should up the stake. You know what would be cool if I killed somebody today? What do you mean? What do you mean if I kill somebody? Like, it would be so cool, man, if I killed somebody. That would really up the stakes. And it's like, now I gotta stop my friend from killing somebody now because he wants to kill
Yeah.
somebody. It's like, what? So now I gotta be a hero for real and stop my friend from killing somebody. And then maybe like, for example, like he does the whole thing like Spider-Man where he like holds like somebody off a bridge, and then he's holding whatever, and he's like,
Holdy.
you gotta choose what the life you want to be, blah, blah. And he's like, okay, it's not funny anymore, like don't do this, right? Don't do this. And he's like, well, we all choose the fate that we do, so choose. And then like his friend's like, well, someone's gonna die in this situation regardless, but the fact that this is even happening is nuts. Like my friend is too far gone now. I gotta kill my friend.
Yeah, my. Oh yeah, Shamar. Did you see the Jujutsu Kaisen leaks with Gojo and Yuta and
Of
stuff?
course I did. Of course I did. You crazy?
My
Yeah,
children,
if you guys haven't been
I'm
reading,
ready.
You should
All
give
right.
us. You should give
I
a
am ready.
disclaimer. Spoilers, but
All right.
I'm
Whenever
re-
you're ready, get